from the city of brotherly love. MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Rhys Hoskins, with the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter. Aaron Nola gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He could strike people out, but he could also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Marisnik is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He hit 7 home runs last month. That's a legit power threat. When you start looking at that over the course of a long season, he's putting up some big numbers. This guy's got great power.
Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1. His past line against Aaron Nola, he's just 1 for 13. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, 2 the count to Jose Martinez. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row. And listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now, Michael Conforto. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The numbers, 282 to start play, 26 home runs, and 72 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Joseph has room in foul territory. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. So a fairly painless top of the first. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Jacob deGrom will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Driven nicely into the gap. Running hard. He's digging for second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Into the box now, Corey Spangenberg. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Cespedes is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
4-1. fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Hit back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Hoskins is on his way home. The relay throw, and he is in there.
As we take a look here, it's just a good piece of hitting and good hustle. Driving the second run of the inning home and putting himself 90 feet away with just 1 out.
Here's Jake Marisnick as he grounds one briskly to short. Rosario's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Digging in, Michael Franco. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. His past line against Aaron Nola. He brings a .353 batting line. He also has 1 home run.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Michael Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it, offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
The 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And there's a swing and a miss by Bruce as he set down on strikes, 2 away.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's Todd Frazier now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Herrera moving in. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. So coming to the plate, Martin Maldonado. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike two. Maldonado is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence. Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
At the plate, J.P. Crawford. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season. No doubt about that. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Line drive to center field. Conforto patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Bounce it to the left side. Backhanded. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Ready for another chance. Odubel Herrera. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Herrera moving in. And that's the first out of the inning. And with 1 away, time for a quick check of the standings. And it'll show you that these guys had the division race all sewn up as they look forward to baseball in October. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Next up for New York, Jacob deGrom. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stepping up now, Corey Spangenberg. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And there's 1 away. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
First baseman, number 19.
Now in the box, Tommy Joseph. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Conforto facing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
Joseph takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And a relay home, and he will score on the inside the park home run, and that was a gift right there.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Stepping in now, Jake Marisnick. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Frazier's up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. Phillies on top, 5-0. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. The windup and the 0-1. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Herrera's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Standing in, Jose Martinez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Got him.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Now batting, Michael Conforto, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Little tapper down the third baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. As soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. And the changeup is way low that time.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. There's one on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Standing in now, Aaron Nola, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Sinking line drive out to right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, D, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Into right field. That's a base hit. Throw into second, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
Ready once again, Corey Spangenberg. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. From the stretch. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 0-1 lifted the other way to left center. Cespedes is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 4 full. The Phillies lead it 6-0. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Now at the plate, Jay Bruce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he takes strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready now, Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cabrera's there, and that's the first out.
First baseman, number 19, Tommy.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Now batting.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Into the box now, Jake Marisnick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box, Michael Franco, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cespedes will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Martin Maldonado. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here's the first pitch to him. Left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Rafael Montero gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. J.P. Crawford is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 8-0.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
In now, Aaron Nola. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. Montero has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Another from Citizens Bank Park in just a moment. And that'll bring in.
Leading off for the Mets, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Jake Thompson is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Now the 0-1. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is Hoskins. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Rafael
T.J. Rivera will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, and Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Now Cabrera swings and misses on a good pitch that time as he's rung up for out number 2.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Rivera leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Mets strand 1. Still 8-0. Gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Conforto giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Stepping in, Corey Spangenberg. Career numbers against Matt Harvey. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cespedes is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Left fielder, Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. And that'll keep the inning alive for Tommy Joseph. So that's his 2nd knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Stepping in now, Tommy Joseph. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 8 and the Mets nothing. Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So with 1 away now, a chance for the left fielder to bat with the bases empty. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
1 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Joseph waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in, Jay Bruce. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Yanked fouled off to the right. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Again, he sends it out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Line towards center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes for second. High pop-up. And Cabrera will take this one for the first out. Standing in, Martin Maldonado. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies strand 1 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple.
Luis Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. 1-1. Popped him up. Joseph is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Digging in now, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Behind 0-2 now. The pitch. Skied into straightaway right. After it is Marisnick. And that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Philadelphia is on top, 8-0. So striding forward now, Luis Garcia. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
Now at the plate, Corey Spangenberg. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On a line, that's a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Oh, and he misses it. 1 run scores. And it's not in time. He's safe. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out, but now he's standing at third with a big smile on his face. They're going to rule it an error, and that's a costly one, too.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Standing in now, Jake Marisnick. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. Cespedes is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Into the box, Martin Maldonado. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Harvey's ready. First pitch on its way. Way in front of that fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 9th inning coming up. Phillies on top 13-0. Back at the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park, as you get a look there at the famous City Hall here in Philadelphia. Adrian Gonzalez is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Pereira is there to make the play, and Adrian's retired on just 1 pitch. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Asdrubal Cabrera. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the first pitch is fouled straight back off the catcher's mask. And no matter how strong that mask is, that can't feel all too good. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to first. Joseph picks it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. 2 out, nobody on. And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Metropolitans here this evening.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak.